Hi, Scott Morris here from Morris Consulting Associates. Well, today we're going to talk a little bit about recruiting your next great superstar staff person. The rules are actually pretty simple. I mean, this does not have to be difficult. There's 5 simple rules we need to follow. 1 is know what you want and what you need. 2, know where to look for these people. 3, kind of know what to say to them when you do meet them. 4, know the process of what the recruitment and application and interview process actually works like. And 5 is make sure you follow up. So let's break this down and talk about one at a time. So first of all, know what you want. So the first step to know what you want is know what you're looking for. And by that I mean know what you currently have in your office. So if you look around and go all the different positions that are available in your office, do you have job descriptions for those? Do you know what the criteria, both in terms of personality and skill levels, are that you need and want for your practice, for your business, for your office, to make your team complete? So write down a job description. If you don't have one, come and download some of ours. But it's easy to write this out and to kind of have a detailed description of exactly what you're looking for. Once you know what you want, then you can go find it. Second step is know what you already have. So take a look at those job descriptions and take a look at the people you have in those job descriptions and say, does the people in the job description match up? If they don't, maybe you should move people so you can actually find a better person for what you're looking for. Once you do that, then you got to start thinking about, so what is the personality of the people that I'm looking for to fit in with the team I have, as well as with the opportunities that exist within this business. So in other words, if you're looking for somebody who's going to have a sales role, are they outgoing? Because if you're looking at somebody who's an introvert and you want them to be in a sales position, that personality may not fit with that job requirement. So give a little thought to what the personality is like of the people you're looking for. And then you have to ask yourself, do I want somebody who's already skilled in that particular job? Let's pick, for example, a receptionist. Do they have a skill set where they've worked in customer service and greeting people before? Or are they completely new to that entity? Now, I'm not saying that the right personality won't fit a particular job, but you usually have to have somebody who's had some similar or transferable job experience for the role that you're looking for. Once you've kind of decided, okay, here's what I want. I have a job description, I know what my personality is, I know how they're going to fit into the team. Now you're ready to go out and start looking. Well, the first thing you have to say, well, where do I look for this? Well, I personally am a big fan of looking for people who already have jobs, which means you're going to go and recruit somebody who already has a job and is looking to move locations or looking to switch jobs or looking for something different, better than what they have now. Those are great people. Sometimes there's a reason people don't have jobs. There might be something you need to pay attention to there. Now, you of course can look for things like job boards. One of my favorite is a job board called 4ECPs in the eye care world, about places you can go to find and connect with people who have jobs and are looking for jobs and start to network and do those things. I'm also a big fan of going out and doing some own personal recruiting. I know that I love going to banks, and because those people already deal with money, they deal with people that have passed security checks, they deal with people in very short interactions all day. I also love jewelry stores and flight attendants and people who have great customer service. Because the reality is, it's much more difficult to train personality and train great customer service than it is to train skills. Third step is when you do get to that point, you're like, okay, I found that person I think I'm looking for, but I don't know how to approach them. It takes a little bit of pre-planning and say, what's my approach? And so here's what I want you to do, crazy idea. I want you to sit down and I want you to write a 30 to 60 second spiel, if you will, but this is what I'd say. And I want you to write down what are the opportunities on the back of a business card. Keep 4 or 5 of those in your wallet, in your purse, on your person, and say, this is what I'm looking for. When I find that right person, this is what I'm going to say, and I'm going to hand them the card and leave it up to them. Now, you have to think about it from this perspective. They already have a job. So what are you doing to entice, recruit, and sell them on why your opportunity is better than they already currently have? That takes a little bit of thought and a little bit of process to know, how do I find those people? Once I do find them, how do I sell them that working for us is better than working where they're at now? Then you know if the process. So once you've done that and you've approached them and you left it somewhat open-ended for them to make the next step and follow up, you have to know what's the following process. So when they do call you, what are you going to do? Do you have an application in process? Do you have a job description that you can send them so they're saying, this is a good fit? Because they're going to be testing the water to find out, is this the right thing to do for me? Is this the right thing to do for my family, for my career? And so you need to have the tools that they're going to be requesting ready to go. So when they say, you know, I've been waiting for your call, I have all this information to provide you just in hopes that you are going to follow up on our first conversation. Have the application. Know what the interview process may look like. You know, and that's a whole nother long discussion. You can watch our interview series and learn how to properly interview somebody and how to make the interview a win-win-win for everybody. The last part of today's talk is follow-up, and I'm always amazed by how many people do the first 4 steps perfectly and then they forget to follow up. They say, you know what, if the job applicant wants this job, they'll follow up with me. Well, remember, you're trying to sell them on why they need to work with you. So sometimes a little follow-up on our behalf as the employer is a really good thing, because that shows that we're still interested in them. I can tell you there are many job applicants who go, you know, I did the whole interview and then they never followed up with me. I'm not really sure if I did okay in the interview. I don't know what the next step is. I don't know if they like me, you know, and we need to get past that by knowing, what do we do to follow up? Do we say thank you? Do we tell them what the next steps are in terms of what they have to do and what we're going to do next? So hopefully you found this podcast very entertaining and hopefully educational, and give you kind of some of the next steps about finding your next superstar.